the same day that I got a phone call that I had cancer, my middle son was graduating from preschool. And I remember sitting in the stands where he was graduating in his little church preschool, thinking, what if this is the last graduation I ever see my kids have?
The documentary project was one which challenged film students to reach out into our communities and find an individual who had a unique story or insight to provide. It was up to us to capture and share their story effectively. For my documentary, me and my partner Eric decided to center our project around Anne Shakal, a mother of 3 and a 2-time cancer survivor. Anne was kind enough to open up to us about her battle with cancer and how it has given her the much-needed perspective that encourages her to live life to the fullest every day. We knew that Anne's story was unlike any other, and it was up to us to tell that story the right way. But this would prove to be more of a challenge than we could have expected.
The core of my strength always comes from my kids. It's always the reason for my everything.
We began the production of our documentary in February of 2022. During our filming, we encountered many unexpected hurdles. At first, we struggled to coordinate shooting days, and during our first interview, we started filming over an hour late after the sun had already set, resulting in some very grainy and unusable footage. During another interview, we even had sound issues as I'd forgotten to press record on my audio recorder, which was not my most proud moment as a film student. Me and my partner quickly got our act together afterward and began scheduling more appropriate film days and clearing our schedules to give this project the attention it deserves. Overall, our production challenged us to show more commitment to the film and to Anne's story. During the editing process, we had to confine over an hour and a half of footage into an appropriately length video. This meant that we had to spend weeks organizing our content, and while we wish we could have put all our footage into the video, a lot of it had to get cut out. We also tried to construct a general narrative around Anne's story, which meant compositing footage from over 4 different interviews with her alongside her husband and close friend. The time that me and my partner invested into this project wasn't easy, but we owed it to ourselves and to Anne to properly portray this precious story. It was very important to us that we received her approval on this project, so when she saw it and expressed her love for the film, all our hard work had paid off. Overall, the documentary was the most unique project I've worked on as a film student, simply because of how eye-opening it was to me, and because of how it helped me grow as an individual. This was the only project at Freestyle that we weren't just doing for ourselves. By choosing Anne for this documentary, we owed it to her to deliver her story the correct way. This was truly an emotionally connecting experience, and by having the opportunity to work with Anne and see eye to eye with her, I was able to instill a sense of universal gratitude into my life, which I've carried with me ever since and has changed the way I view the world around me.